switch gears now. I'm going to talk about AI. What's the hype? What's the hallucination? What's the panic? What's real? What's imaginary? Is the fear imaginary? Is the fear real? You know, do people need to be scared? There's just so much around AI. I want to know your perspective on what do you think how AI is going to play and how is it impacting especially leaders.
Well, if we know anything about technology in general, um, and AI in particular, is that we as people, we tend to overestimate the impact of technology um, in the short run and underestimate the impact of technology in the longer run. So a lot of hype, a lot of fears, a lot of those speculations are really centered around the shorter run. So all those fears that we're talking about, so tomorrow hundreds of millions of jobs are going to be replaced, those are exaggerated. Then the longer term, I think we underestimate the impact of this technology on so many levels. So what makes it different from other technological waves that we went through recently and not so recently is the proliferation of the technology and what it is that is actually helping us to automate, right? So how the impact of this technology on the way we work, on the way we live. So that is really revolutionary. And I don't think that we actually understand this as a society. And there are some conversations going on from a value-based perspective, what it is that, what impact this technology can make based on what values we as a society choose as a foundation going forward, right? So that's the discussion that's going here, there, somewhere, but not to the extent that I think it needs to happen. So for anyone who is kind of scared of what I can do and how I can replace them, I would encourage to think about that. So what if within what you're doing right now, what would you like to automate? What would you like to get rid of? Like look at your job, look at you, what you're doing right now and how you can do it better. Not necessarily faster and more and cheaper, but better. So I think it's a great actually opportunity to rethink on a personal level what you can do better and how you can reconstruct what you do and the tasks that you perform so that they are more valuable and they're more satisfactory for you.
And human beings are very adaptable. I also think that this, what you're talking about, AI also ties in with your burnout proof leadership that you talk about. And the way I was thinking might be connected, and you have to clarify that, is that when we recognize that where can we leverage technology to assist us to make our jobs simpler, why, every time questioning why am I doing what I'm doing and can the tool do it for me.
So one of the things that we talk about with leaders, especially those who are experiencing that burnout, is how to work smarter and not harder. And that is really based on the foundation. What is it that value that you bring into this role? Not how many hours you spend doing this, not how many meetings you attended, not how many people you're managing, not how many more activities you put on yourself, right? So what is it that value? And it would be great if that, really unique value that you bring into this role. And you start, first of all, assessing your contribution based on value, not based on how many hours you spend doing this. So
Hmm.
that's actually a fundamental shift. And I think that's where AI really can help on that personal like leadership level, right? So what is it that value that we bring into this organization? And if that value can be automated, well, elevate, right? So come up with a new value. I'm sure the organization will really appreciate that now, so many things that we've done manually before, now we can actually do faster, or maybe we can drop some of the things that we don't need to do them anymore, but you replace it with that different value that you formulated. That's the way to empower yourself and really be in that driver's seat.